I believe that the whole situation is the result of Israeli occupation. As you know, Israeli occupation of Palestinian land and some other Arab land is lasting for decades without any serious effort from the international community to force Israel to implement any resolution, despite there is a lot of resolutions from the United Nations to end this occupation and to establish a Palestinian state. This is first one. Second, the Israeli behavior all these years, all these decades, is a brutal behavior against Palestinian people and killing Palestinians. They committed a lot of wars against Gaza. They killed thousands of Palestinians in West Bank. The settlers are killing Palestinians every day, in everyday basis in West Bank. Israel had a siege of Gaza from 2007 until now. Gaza became a huge open prison, and because of that there was a legal reaction from the Palestinians to resist against this occupation and to reach an independent Palestinian state, to have liberation and to have self-determination and establishing a Palestinian state. First of all, no one Palestinian wants to go out of Palestine, because it will be the second Nakba. Israel committed this massacre and transfer of Palestinians in 1948, making the half of the Palestinian refugees. And without any solution of this issue of refugees from 1948 until now, despite the resolutions of United Nations. As you know, there was a resolution 194 from the United Nations for the right of refugees to return home. We know from 1948 and later with the other cases in Iraq, in Syria, in Bosnia, that these imperialist countries can create a problem of refugees, but they don't want to solve it. And we can see that is happening with the Syrian refugees in Turkey, in Europe. Even from 1999, as they attacked Yugoslavia, the refugee problem is still there. And because of that, Palestinians don't want to go out from Palestine. We believe that even Arab countries around, they don't want this issue to happen again and to have another Nakba. And because of that, we support the decision of Egypt and Jordan not to accept this decision of Israel. The situation in West Bank is different. Situation in West Bank is under Israeli occupation, and there is inside West Bank Israeli forces and soldiers and settlers. And the struggle of Palestinians in West Bank has another form. The Palestinians in West Bank are struggling against Israeli forces by popular resistance. They are facing the aggressions of the settlers, the aggression of the Israeli army, who is attacking, invading in Palestinian villages every day, arresting Palestinians, killing Palestinians. As you remember, before 2 days, they had an invasion in refugee camp in Tulkarem, killing 13 people in one night. And because of that, there is a different way of struggle in West Bank, but the behavior of Israel in West Bank is the same as it is in Gaza, by invading, killing, and destroying homes and properties of Palestinians. Palestinian president, with his known policy, believes that the only way to solve the Palestinian problem is only negotiations. And I don't know why they don't understand that after 30 years of negotiations and signing Oslo agreement, they still supporting this way, knowing that Israel is not respecting any agreement or any decision of United Nations or bilateral agreements with PLO. We know also that there was some problems and division between Hamas and Fatah. Hamas is not a part of PLO, which is recognized by the international community as the representative of Palestinian people. I think that the majority of Palestinian people are supporting the resistance, criticizing the official position of Palestinian Authority. It is in favor of Israel to show the problem that it is with Hamas. They ignore that the problem is with the Palestinian people. And they don't accept that Hamas is a part of the Palestinian movement and apart from Palestinian people. They forget that 2006 Hamas won the elections in Palestine. It means that it is a part of the Palestinian people, which means it is a part of the Palestinian movement. We know that Hamas is an Islamic movement. We have our differences with Hamas, but we know that Hamas is dealing as a part of Palestinian liberation movement. They are trying to characterize Hamas as terrorist group, to compare it with the ISIS, which is not the case. Because they want, if they succeed to characterize Hamas as terrorist group, they will say that all Palestinian resistance is terrorism. The thing which they are working on it long time, supported by the Western media and the official policies of world imperialism in the first place, United States, United Kingdom, and European Union and NATO. We can say the following. In Israel, unfortunately, the progressive forces, except the Communist Party of Israel, disappeared in the last time. And because of that, Israeli communists are under attack from Israeli right wing, especially the latest government, which has some fascist elements in it, and they are suffering with this government. And we believe that the Israeli officials, the Israeli government, doesn't want to hear any voice inside Israel to talk about the occupation, to talk that the main problem of the Israeli society and the Israeli state is the occupation. They are doing everything they can to ignore the Palestinian people and the occupation. And they are trying to normalize their relations with Arab countries around, saying that it is not necessary to solve the Palestinian problem without solving, to start normalization with Arab countries. Thing which show that the developments show that it is not impossible, and the Palestinian issue is now in the first interest of the international community, and we believe that these developments must put all the region and international community to start seeking a real solution for the Palestinian people, because without solving the Palestinian problem, there will be no peace in the Middle East, no peace for Israel, no peace for Palestinians. And the people of the two sides will pay the price. And because of that, we believe that it is now chance to have some international conference with the participation of all parties related to the issue, United Nations, European Union, Arab countries, Russia, China, because the domination of United States as the only part to has mediation between Palestinians and Israel during the last 30 years failed. United States in this developments showed that they are in alliance with Israel. They are part of the Israeli aggression against Palestinian people. Because of that, we believe that without solving the Palestinian problem, there will be no peace in the Middle East.